So, quick update on the Ian Watkins getting stabbed and assaulted in prison. It looks like he's not doing too good. No thanks, Mirror. So, this is just an update. Exclusive. Lost profits. Something Watkins brutally in jail attacks and fighting for his life. As you can see, critical condition after 3 inmates in HMP Wakefield, dubbed Monster Mansion for its inhabitants, took him hostage before launching a violent attack on him. So, let's read this. This is an update. So, lost profits musician and convicted blank offender Ian Watkins has been rushed to the hospital. Sources say the disgraced singer, 46, was set upon by fellow inmates inside HMP Wakefield, where he is serving 29 years for multiple crimes, including offenses against young children and babies. A source said he was found by officers being held hostage and battered on Saturday morning. He is in life-threatening condition, and there are fears he could die. If he survives, he would have been very, very lucky. So, the people who took him hostage, they did get a chance to put him in life-threatening condition. He was actually stabbed in the neck. I'm surprised he was even alive in the first place. It is understood that Watkins was taken hostage by 3 other inmates shortly after 9 a.m. on Saturday morning. He is said to have suffered stabbed wounds and beatings before eventually being freed by the prisoner officers around 6 hours later. So he was held captive for 6 hours, beaten, and then stabbed. So they tortured him. That's what happens to people who assault babies. Yep. Witnesses said paramedics worked to save his life in an ambulance outside the prison. A prison spokesperson said the police are investigating the incident, which took place on Saturday at HMP Wakefield. We were unable to comment further while the police investigate. So police are investigating this, and this was planned. Watkins found fame and fortune as a frontman for the rock band Lost Profits until he was unmasked as a drug-crazed, predatory blank in 2013. He shocked the world over a guilty plea, pleading guilty to the attempted blank of a baby and 10 other sex offended after preying on fans. So he was like preying on fans. He was going after little kids. He was doing what he's doing. Right? So I'm going to let you guys read this, but he is in critical condition. If he survives this, they're lucky. Like, he's lucky he even survived. But no, he was taken hostage for 6 hours. 6 hours, those inmates had time to nearly beat him to death and stab him. That's what they had time for. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm not saying it's a good thing either. You know, like, fuck. But he did have it coming because of what he did. He did have this coming. Also, too, they have less security in Wakefield because of budget cuts. So he's not being as protected as much as he used to. Fuck me. I'm gonna see what I can do with this documentary, but fuck. Like, I feel bad for his family because he did what he did and his mother still visits him in prison. But also, too, I don't feel bad I know that sounds horrible because he did what he did. I should have put, like, I don't feel bad because he did what he did, but I feel bad for his mom and the people who knew him before he was famous, because I've chatted with some of them and they've told me before he was famous, he was this loving, caring dude. He never got into a fight because he never knew how to fight. He was more of a lover type of person. He didn't like fighting. Very charismatic, very friendly, was a normal, everyday dude. But like at the same time, you know, at the fuck, I'm trying to be empathetic as much as possible to the people who were born and raised with this dude. I don't know what happened or what made him the way that he became. And it's not just fame. If you understand what I'm saying, it's not just fame that makes somebody want to do meth and then rape or grape a baby. That doesn't just happen. You know, like, yes, if you're a rock star, you do end up doing drugs, and you do end up with a sex addiction and other addictions, right? You do stupid shit. You do really, really stupid shit sometimes. But wanting to grape a baby and then grape your fans and sexually assault them, that's a whole different story, dude. In my belief, in my theory of this case, is that I think before he became a drug addict, he wore a really good mask. And he wore different masks for different people. That's just my opinion. That's just what I'm theorizing with this case. It is not fact, but there's a lot of things that are connecting that are very, very suspicious for me. That's all I'm going to say. I'm giving you guys a heads up. Stay aware, stay vigilant, and stand with the balls and titties.